Hi friends! Today we're going to read one of our favorite Peacock books, 3 Hens and a Peacock. Things were quiet on the Tuckers' farm. The cows chewed their cud, and the hens clucked and pecked and laid their eggs. The old hound stretched out on the porch, watching and listening. Once in a while, someone would stop by to buy tomatoes or corn or perhaps a quart of milk. Nothing unusual happened there until I noticed something falling out of the truck. That Peacock showed up. The cows and the hens and the old hound kept right on doing what they'd always done, but the Peacock had never lived on a farm and he had no idea what to do. So he spread his fancy feathers and he set to shrieking. Eventually, the Peacock wandered down to the road. When the cars whizzed by, he shook his feathers and cried out in his loudest voice. Of course, folks stopped for a closer look. Day after day, more folks stopped to admire the Peacock, and they all bought tomatoes and corns, eggs and milk. Business on the Tuckers' farm was booming. Everyone seemed happy to have visitors stopping by. But trouble was brewing in the hen house. The hens were squawking and clucking and flapping their wings. We do all the work around here. I'd like to see that Peacock try to lay even one single egg. Exactly. He just struts around screaming. I suppose fancy feathers are more important than laying eggs. That lazy Peacock gets all the attention and we do all the work. I noticed the Peacock heard them saying all those mean things. The Peacock had heard every single word. For days, he moped about, moaning and groaning. I wish I could be more useful around here. Huh, clucked one Clin. The others ruffled their feathers. The old hound stretched and slowly raised his head. Why not let the Peacock stay here to be useful while you hens take the glamorous job down by the road? The 3 hens began clucking to one another. What a wonderful plan! Yes, it's a fabulous idea. Oh, ladies, we simply must fancy up our feathers tonight, and nothing but our brightest beads, bangles, and bows. We'll stop traffic for sure. Why, you girls know I can strut with the best of them. The Peacock perked up. Let's do it, he declared. Tomorrow, I'll stay here, sit on a nest, and cluck. And we'll get all dressed up, said the hens. We'll be so glamorous. Oh, I can't wait to see what they look like. At sunrise the next morning, the hens strutted down the road. Look at their beautiful getup. The Peacock marched right up to the hen house and poked his head inside. The hens flocked by the road, waiting for a car. When they saw one approaching, they clucked and squawked and flapped their wings in a flurry of feathers. But every car whizzed right on by. The Peacock sucked in his tummy and wiggled from left to right, trying to squeeze through the tiny hen house door. His front half was nearly in, but his back half was still stuck out. Down by the road, those hens tried every chicken trick they knew, but still no cars stopped. Finally, the Peacock made it into the hen house. He held his breath and pushed with all of his might, but no matter how hard he tried, he could not lay a single egg, not one at all. The old hound stretched out on the porch, watching and listening. What's that Peacock doing in the hen house? Asked Farmer Tucker. Who knows, said Mrs. Tucker. And what are those hens doing down by the road? Not a single one of them is up here laying any eggs. Well, the way things are going, we aren't likely to have anyone buying eggs today, said Farmer Tucker. We need that Peacock down there stopping all the cars. When the peacock heard that, he smiled his biggest smile you ever saw on a bird's beak. I am helping, he thought. He squirmed back and forth until he popped out of the hen house, and then he trotted off to find the hens. The exhausted hens were all clucked out. Every feather was out of place. What a day, said one. We couldn't get one car to stop. It's true, why most of them didn't even slow down for us. The peacock met the hens as they trudged up the road. I can tell you I'm no good at laying eggs, said the peacock. I'm just not meant for it. One hen nodded. I put on my stellar strut and I couldn't even stop one single car. I have to hand it to you, Fancy Feathers. Your job is harder than it looks. The other hens agreed. The peacock looked relieved. So the hens marched back to the hen house. The peacock strutted down to the road, and the old hound stretched out on the porch, watching and listening. And things were quiet again on the Tuckers' farm. But look what Miss Kyla noticed. Something fell out of the truck. It's got a little arm or something. There's the box. And the next page, what is that? And that's how the story ends. You guys have to use your imagination to figure out what was in the box. Thanks for listening, guys. I'll see you guys soon.